Hey guys, it's YOU WACK, and it's been a minute since I made a video like this, but today I'm going to be giving you guys the third episode of how to play better on console. So if you don't know what the series is about, or our mini-series, is I just take a few heroes and I just show you guys a few button remappings that I did for them just to play them more effectively, more efficiently, or just overall just better and just make sense. And I just show you guys because I'm sure there's a few people out there on the console side of things that wouldn't really realize that, hey, I could be playing Lucio better, or hey, I could be playing Genji better just by changing a few button positions because, well, that's how it's more effectively played on, especially on like PC and whatnot. Which, by the way, for my channel, I just try to make videos just covering Overwatch videos and just helping Overwatch players, but obviously this is geared towards the console side of things. But really, that's what kind of PC has over us, is that they're utilizing every single phalange or most of their fingers, whatnot, and we're really only using 4 or maybe sometimes 6. But in my case, I'm always having 4 fingers on the buttons, but I'm usually not utilizing every single button. So that's what the series is supposed to do, is just to help you be more effective with certain type of heroes that you wouldn't have realized or even known then if you didn't watch this video. So let's get right into it. There's a lot of heroes I need to go into detail and talk about, but I am going to be showing you guys on the Xbox controller. If you're wondering why I'm not using the PlayStation 4 controller, it's because, well, that's the platform I use, and, well, they're pretty much the same buttons, right? The triangle is obviously the Y, the right trigger is clearly the right trigger on PlayStation. The only difference is going to be the D-pad position, and that's pretty much the only thing that's different. But let's get in the video. Let me show you guys how to play a few heroes a little bit more effectively. So the first hero we're going to be looking at is going to be in the easy button remapping category, which is going to be D.Va. And you might be wondering, oh, why do we need to remap buttons for D.Va? Well, her ultimate, while it doesn't require the most aim, is one of those ultimates where if you have more control over it rather than Y, because here how D.Va is, you got to press Y, and the thing is, you don't have full control of your head of where you're actually aiming. You have control of your feet, but not your head. So just imagine this, you have an ult, oh, I gotta turn left, but I'm already right here. So rather than having to go all the way and just moving right there, because let me just show you right here. I gotta go right, dang it. Oh, I had an enemy right there. I needed to use my ultimate, so because you had to press Y right over here. Well, it doesn't take the most time to move your right thumb right there. Overwatch is a very fast game in a matter of milliseconds. So just removing that can be all negated and save you a lot of time if you do this. So what you gotta do, you gotta go down to your controls, go to D.Va, and simply just go to her ability 3 because it's not her ultimate ability, and change it from Y to right bumper. With D.Va, you're not using the right bumper for anything, and I am aware of the changes that when you are flying, you're going to be able to fire, but right now, you can only cancel with the right trigger. So the benefit of switching it from Y to right bumper is that your fingers should already be on the right bumper when you're thinking about ulting. So here's the example I want to use. Instead of having to take all that time, oh, I need to ult on the right side, and you're able to toss it there. That took way less time to just simply press right bumper, which your fingers should already be there, than to use all that extra time, which isn't a lot. I just want to stress to you guys, because there's going to be someone in the comments, oh, with all that time, I kind of clicked out of the video. You're very funny, kid. Instead of just using that time to press Y, you just simply press the button. And I'm hitting my mic right there, but that's how easy it is, and that's why it's under the easy button remapping category. So the next thing we're going to be looking at is also going to be under the easy button remapping side of things, because honestly, I'm starting to run out of heroes for these videos, but this is still going to help a lot of Hanzo mains, especially for the changes that came to him. So as of right now, the jump button is A. Duh, it's default to all the heroes. Now, I did talk about like Genji and Lucio, how like you should remap the jump button for him, but this is probably gonna fall in the same category, because look at this, every single time you fire, oh, I gotta get away, and you gotta go like that, and you gotta aim. Hanzo is all about aiming. If you're distracting your right thumb by jumping, similar to D.Va, how if you're distracting yourself to the Y button, you're not gonna be using Hanzo to his fullest potential, because this is how I hold the controller. I forgot to mention this. This is how I always held the controller ever since the GameCube. I don't hold it like this. I don't hold it like, I know a few people that might hold it like this, but this is how I always hold it. So that means for my phalanges have to be utilized at every single time. I'm not utilizing the left thumbstick, but what I am going to utilize is the left trigger, because I'm not using it for anything. So you get where I'm getting at. So you're going to change Hanzo, and then you're going to go to the jump button to left trigger. This might seem weird because, well, it just feels weird, it feels awkward, and you gotta hold it to climb up things. But the thing is, though, just like, okay, another change that came to Hanzo a while back is that he was able to hold his arrow, boom, and still have it held. Whereas beforehand, you would climb the wall. So let's say this, and then you would climb, and you wouldn't have it already pulled back. Now, if you have it already pulled, you don't have to like distract your right thumbstick, which is your aim, to the A button to climb up the wall. Now your other other phalange, which is not utilized for anything, is now going to have full control over the jump. I'm going to be honest again, it's going to feel weird because you're going to want to go like this, but the thing is, Hanzo is literally all about aim, except for his scatter arrows, which is so cute about him, but still, you get what I'm trying to say about him. If you want to utilize the climbing, if you want to utilize falling up, falling down, and still being able to fire his shots, just imagine this, and then you gotta, it just feels weird, but now you're utilizing 3 of the phalanges, which is the most important part, his aim, and like obviously this is his feet, but now his run ability, boom, and just like that, you're able to snipe down a Tracer, or a Hanzo, or a Genji, or your brother, you know, well, you get what I'm trying to say. So that's why it's so important to really bound it like that, because now you have full control over literally your aim mechanic. Yes, you can't still aim like that, but this is your main aim mechanic. So next up is the hero that's taking over the meta right now, and it's gonna be Junkrat. And you might be wondering again, why does Junkrat need to have his button remaps? And especially for this side of things, because this is gonna be under the heavy button remapping side of things, because I'm totally gonna be messing with his button. So as of right now, his jump is right here, his concussion mine is right there, and you're able to detonate it with your left trigger, and this isn't utilized, the left thumbstick. You see this in a lot of my videos where I'm trying to utilize this left thumbstick because default, it's not doing anything. And why is your phalange always going to be on this finger? And you're going to have buttons right here that you're not using. Why are you going to have a button right here? So that's why I use this left thumbstick to my fullest potential. So as of right now, you're not consistently jumping with Junkrat. I'm going to assume because, well, you have to go like this consistently, switch back and forth. Yes, I am exaggerating, but it's more effective if you're constantly jumping with Junkrat because he's not a fast hero. He's still mobile hero because he's able to use his concussion mine, but he's not a fast hero is what I'm trying to say. So if you can dodge a lot of bullets like Soldier, like Pharah, by jumping a lot, you're going to excel, especially with this next up-and-coming button remapping. So look very closely at what I'm about to do because it's going to seem weird, but change your jump to left trigger. So I did that with Hanzo, but the thing is, that's what you use to detonate your concussion mine, your C4, whatever you want to call it. You can't just simply repress the left bumper because that's just not how it works. So what you need to do, you need to change your secondary fire, which is what he uses to detonate his concussion mine, to the left thumbstick. You're still going to throw your concussion mine like that, but now you're going to detonate it right here, and you're going to be able to jump with this. The reason why I don't flip these and still keep the detonator in right here is because I feel like this is just a lot smoother just to jump. Just boom, simple like that, instead of pounding down on the left thumbstick to always jump. It's just smooth as butter like that. But now you're able to throw your concussion mine and detonate it right there. So yes, you do have to move your finger from the left trigger to the left bumper to throw it, but you were already doing that to begin with. So it's going to be simple like that. You can detonate it at any time with this left thumbstick, which is so key and crucial with Junkrat because say there's a Tracer, oh, right there, and you're able to throw it right there rather than just having to press it right there. Plus, you're able to jump all around. So it is going to feel a little bit weird to have to do all that kind of stuff like jump with the concussion mine and whatnot. It's just going to feel weird in general because your brain is wanting to, okay, I want to detonate the mine. Oh, wait. Oh, I changed it to right there. Your brain is registered for this, but I guarantee you, after 3 games, I was used to detonating it with the left thumbstick. I promise you guys. And that's all you gotta do, and I promise you, it's gonna be way more effective to be able to jump like this with Junkrat than if you were having to go like this, because now you have full control of, okay, boom, I'm able to do that. And I'm able, oh, I gotta flip around, boom, detonate with there. So it's not game-changing, but it's a little bit helpful because the way that Junkrat is designed, you're probably not jumping around a lot with him. But to evade a lot of damage coming to him, which he's a cheeky little fella and he will be absorbing all that damage, it can all be negated just by simply jumping like that. And those are just a few heroes that I changed the buttons for that I personally wanted to just do a lot more effective things with, like jump around, and wanted to use their abilities to their fullest potential, especially with Junkrat. Now, I just want to forewarn you guys, it's gonna feel totally weird and really different because, like I mentioned with Junkrat, your brain is wanting to press a certain type of button and wanting to go back through their old ways, but I promise you, if you just give it a few games, you will start to get the hang of it. I remember when I first started playing Genji with my brand new buttons, that it just felt unnatural and that I wanted to go back to the A button. But I knew deep down that I was going to do a lot better because I know that those types of heroes excel, especially when they jump. Now, a hero like Junkrat, you don't have to be jumping all the time, but the thing is, it's a lot harder to shoot a Junkrat that's jumping from one spot to another spot to just constantly jumping. So that's why I wanted to show you guys what I did for Junkrat, because even though he isn't this, I don't want to say he doesn't take a lot of skill, but this very high skilled hero on the surface of things, if you start to treat him like a high skill hero, like the Genji and Lucio tricks, then he's going to just be used a lot more effectively, and he's going to be a lot more harder to shoot, even with like Diva and Hanzo. Those heroes don't need very high button remapping, but I just want to show you how you can be just a little bit more effective, especially for buttons that you're not even using. So anyway guys, thank you guys so much for supporting this series, and just thank you guys for supporting me and what I do for the console community. It's seriously a blessing to be able to, I don't want to say represent, because that seems like it puts me on a high horse, but really make videos for a community that really isn't get a voice too much. So I love you guys. I thank you guys for watching more Overwatch videos to come, and bye.